YouTube, what's going on? Eyes Near Tactical, back in the building with another video. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Before I get started, hey, I want to give a shout out to Zero Foxtrot. Send me that tactical belt. They threw in this pretty nice slate material coaster for my drinks and stuff. Yeah, Zero Foxtrot. Check those guys out. Veteran owned. I don't know if that's coming in good. Pretty nice belt, and also this was a nice touch. Extra gift. I don't know if that's what they come with the belts in general, or they just send it to me or whatever. But yeah, Zero Foxtrot, man. Check them boys out. Also, if you want to support the channel, man, purchase a patch. Hit my email in my channel description at the top, and I'll ship it right out to you. I really appreciate it. Well, yeah, man, let's get right into it, man. Home invasions are running wild right now, man. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. It's out of control, man. And what's puzzling to me, man, this is what's crazy. Man, let me get over here. YouTube, I'm in a safe control environment. All these firearms you're gonna see are safety check cleared, no ammunition. As you can see, there's nothing in the tube right there. After this video, I will reload it back up. Both of them are empty. So yeah, we're in a safe control environment. No one's in here, all by myself. No kids, no women, no children, old people, no cats, dogs, and none of that, man. And I did click 18 over for my content. So this video did upload, so therefore everything was safe. But yeah, man, home invasions is out of control. I've been checking out the crime reports, and it's ridiculous what's going on around here. Now, what's pissing me off, man, I'm pretty pissed off about this. I was just the other day, where was I at? I think I was at Home Depot, and there were some guys out there talking, and I had my hoodie on, not this one, my Eyes and Ears Tactical hoodie on. And he was like, "Oh man, what's up?" He said, "Oh, that's pretty cool. So where'd you get that from?" I said, "Oh man, I got a YouTube channel." He was like, "Oh, for real?" So they jumped in immediately. I saw my phone, clicked up the subscriber, like 5 subscriptions, like in 2 minutes after seeing those guys. So they went and subscribed. But they were talking, and I heard one of the girlfriend of one of the guys. She was like, "Oh yeah." She goes like, "I don't know. I'm gonna go wait in the car. I don't want to hear you guys talk about guns and." And you guys just let the police do their job. I'm just thinking like, what? The police do their job? What are you talking about? Now, this ain't no rant against the police, but my goodness, like, there's still people out here believe that they don't have to have a firearm because there's law enforcement. That, to me, that is absolutely insane to me. Like, it's almost like, and then you got people say, "Oh, I don't watch the news. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that." That's insane too. So now you don't really know what's going on around your neighborhood, particularly the local news. Now I can get the national news. You might ignore that a little bit, but dang, you don't even follow your local crime reports and see what's going on. Now, see, people, when they buy homes and put their kids in school, that's the first thing they go look at. Because traditionally in America, if you live by a school, a residential area with a school, tends to be a lower crime rate. Now, not always, but what you find out around schools, and it's very disturbing, is you find a lot of registered sex offenders. It's unbelievable, like how many are out there, man. In some states, be letting people come back into society. They hide in plain sight. They usually don't go out to rural areas because there's no victims out there. There's no potential victims out there. They go to very populated areas, the metro areas, because there's a lot of children and women. So you got these child predators, and then you got international criminals. You got ex-cons getting out that are desperate. All these type of people are trying to bust into your house, steal your car, rob you at a parking lot, at a grocery store, at a shopping mall. I mean, the average American citizen, law-abiding citizen, is under attack, man. And it's like, and like I said, no knock on cops, because they really can't be there every time something go on. I'm definitely got their back on that part. They cannot be there every time a criminal act is going down, because criminal acts are active all the time. They don't take days off. They don't take hours off. They don't take lunch breaks. Criminals work around the clock, 24/7. police working shifts. So you got an unmotivated cop on a certain shift. Well, guess what? Crime's gonna be all over the place, and they're not gonna be. All they do is respond. So by the time you get victimized, your door get kicked in. It's too late, and then you call the police, and they show up later on. So, but man, that just is amazing to me that people still think that they don't need to be armed and don't need to practice their Second Amendment. I just find that really unbelievable to me. But to those people who don't think you need to be armed, let me show you a clip real quick. Unfortunately, this person lost their lives. I think the lady got shot, and her son got unalived by these two bandits. And we'll watch the clip, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about how they got these people, how they got the drop on them.
But first, a second arrest in a deadly home invasion on the main line. Kelvin Roberts now facing first-degree murder charges. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Sheba Russell. The Montgomery County District Attorney revealing the suspects chose the wrong home.
The motive in this case was to steal guns, and they simply got the wrong house.
Roberts and his accomplice, 41-year-old Charles Fulforth, accused of hitting the house on Meredith Road on December 8th. And Jeff, prosecutors say both suspects worked at the same junk removal service?
Yes, they did. They worked together. One was the boss of the others, and clearly, says the DA, they were in fact looking to steal firearms. But not only did they do it in the wrong home, they did it in the wrong county. Afternoon along the SEPTA line in Upper Moreland, police with a dog searched the area where Kelvin Roberts was chased and captured, wanted in connection with a fatal Lower Marion home invasion. Workers in a nearby business say they saw police swarm at 7:30.
Maybe about 50, 60 yards from those two lights to the right, supposedly is where they got him in the woods hiding.
So he's hiding back in the woods?
He's hiding back in the woods.
Dogs and the cops
yeah,
him down?
There was cops, like I said, on both sides of the tracks all over.
Investigators say Roberts, 42, returned to Junk Luggers, his former place of work, dressed in black with a mask around his neck and carrying a pistol. This cell phone video shows police searching. Roberts of Philadelphia is now charged with murder in the first degree and robbery in the December 8th early morning home invasion on Meredith Road, leading to the shooting death of 25-year-old Andrew Gaudio and the wounding of his 61-year-old mother, Bernadette. Montgomery County's DA says Roberts and 41-year-old Charles Fulforth went to the wrong home seeking weapons.
The motive in this case was to steal guns, and they simply got the wrong house. They went into the wrong house with bad intentions and shot an innocent 61-year-old woman as she lay in her bed, and they executed her 25-year-old son.
Fulforth, arrested earlier, is also charged with murder in the first degree and worked as Roberts' boss at Junk Luggers. DA Steele says an employee at Junk Luggers performed an estimate in a Bucks County home with a similar address and told the pair about guns seen there. Roberts and Fulforth then mistakenly entered the Lower Marion Montgomery County home looking for those guns when it turned deadly. Now, the DA wants to know if there are other victims.
Did somebody hire this company? Did they do an estimate? Did they come and remove things from the home? And then were things stolen, or was there a burglary?
Okay, I'm back. You saw that, man. That's crazy. So again, I just did a video on how they, using air tags, posing as Amazon delivery drivers, and now you got this guy, what was it, the junk company, whatever, moving stuff around, and then the dude that was with him was his boss. Man, that just tells you. Now, see, here's what's crazy. I remember I did a video about that house that robbed in LA, and they took the safe out, and they had tracked them and knew that they were going to a Halloween party and all that. They knew so that was the inside job, right? Well, this is the inside job, but they got the wrong house. So they went to go do a appraisal, or do a walkthrough, estimate of whatever of the house. But the house that they did the walkthrough on had a gun safe, and they knew it, and then their plan was to come back and rob them for the gun, but they went to the wrong house. And that's why it's very important to have firearms around you in your home at all times, 24/7 in your home, all over the place, because you never know when the door will get kicked in. Now, clearly, these victims, rest in peace to her son, he didn't have to lose his life like that, but they weren't armed. Clearly, they weren't armed. And this dude, all he had was a pistol. So can you imagine if you had something like this, like a KSG? Can you imagine if you had something like this and they came through your door and, man, you know what I'm saying? And that's why you need to have at least a firearm, but if not, something with a lot of firepower to, you know, get them up off your property. This thing right here, after this video is over, I'll reload this up again. And like I said, I got these Defender X's up in here. These things right here, I'm telling you right now, I ain't playing. Christmas coming up right around the corner. I'm about to be super prepared. I got these I got 7 of these in one tube, and I got 11 buckshot minis in the other tube. So this is what I'm running now. I've been running this for like a month now, since Halloween. So I got 7 in one of these. I got 7 of these in one tube, and you can see these are badass because they got a slug and then they got the pellets right behind it. So these are very, very good home defense right there. You see that? See that? That's what that setup is. And then out of this one, I got 11 of these on the other tube. So 11 and 7. So that's a lot of firepower, not to mention what's on the firearm too. So I'm not messing around. Now I could just run 22 of these if I wanted to in this KSG. That's what makes this KSG a very, very effective shotgun for home defense, because multiple assailants come in, you got major firepower ready to go. You ain't got to, because you know a lot of guys who own shotguns, they practice reloads, and you should be practicing reloads. You know, you should be practicing reloads. But the beautiful part about the KSG is you ain't gonna probably have to reload, and if you do, you got all this ready to go to stuff and back up inside there. But man, trust me, 18 shots or 22 shots. If you got to use more than that, it wasn't a home invasion, it was an assassination attempt. So this was terrible because they used their job to get a drop on a house that they were going to rob. Unfortunately, they got the wrong house. And that's why I'm saying you still need to be aware, because this video, that clip is for people who say, man, I'm just minding my own business. I don't really need all that. Well, they were minding their own business too, and then look what happened. So minding your own business is irrelevant. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing no more. The old, I'm minding my own business. I go to church and pray every day and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, amen. Yeah, I say amen and pass the ammo. That's what I say. Yeah, we can pray all we want. You know, yes. Amen, amen. Now pass the ammo. We ain't got time to be, man, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no priest gonna save you, no pastor. None of them people gonna save you. What's gonna save you is a firearm's gonna save you. So for those people who think just minding my own business, I'm a God-fearing person, tax-paying, law-abiding citizen, that's fantastic, man. You know, salute to you. Well, but if you ain't got a firearm in your home, all that good Samaritan work you've been doing, these criminals don't give a shit about it. They're going to try to unalive you, man. So this is something to think about. Maximum firepower. You need to have maximum firepower around you at all times, because you just never know how many are there, how many firearms they have, and what type of firearms they do have. So the home invasion thing is a thing. It's real. 911 is not going to save you. It's not going to save you. Police not going to be there. And if you don't have a firearm, you just got to curl up in the corner and pray to your God, whatever God you pray to, and hopefully they gun jam, or they get a change of heart and say, you know what? I don't want to unalive these people. Let's leave here right now. This is not right. Man, I ain't never heard that before in my life. Once I kick that door in, it's game on, man. It's going down. Now, this next one right here, I'm going to show you. This one's crazy. Now, we all know about the apartment complex in Arroyo, Colorado with the Trinity Agua, the TRA, I don't know, that little group from Venezuela that took over that apartment complex. Well, they struck again. So check this out right here. Check this out. They struck again. Them boys is back. They never left, probably. Hold on.
We start with breaking news on Denver 7 News at 11. Just a few moments ago, Aurora police shared new information about an armed home invasion and kidnapping overnight at the edge of Lowry Apartments. This is the same complex at the center of a viral video showing masked men with guns in the hallway. Let's get to Denver 7's Sam Pena, who is live from the complex. Sam, we just heard from Aurora Police Chief Todd Chamberlain on how this all started. What is the latest?
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Mike. Police are still executing search warrants here at the Edge and Lowry Apartments after they say a man and a woman were kidnapped and beaten by between 13 to 15 people in what police describe as torture. Now, all of this started at around 8:45 p.m. last night. They say the man and the woman were in their apartment. They were taken, bound, and then beaten with a pistol. The man was even stabbed. The suspects then burglarized the victim's home. Now, the victims were released and police were called at around 2:30 a.m. The victims are now at the hospital receiving treatment for what are said to be non-life-threatening injuries. Now, police arrived at the apartments and found 15 people in one apartment alone. Most of the people in that room match the description of the suspects, and 15 people have since been detained. Police say this is 100% gang-related, but they're not sure if it's TDA.
This is without question a gang incident. I don't know which gang they are affiliated with yet. It might be TDA. It could not be TDA. We will determine that and we will find that out. But right now, as I said before, it is incredibly hard to identify specifically as TDA because there is no specific markers, there is no specific identifiers. Unless they self-identify as TDA, I am not going to say that they are TDA.
And police said they are particularly targeting immigrants because of their hesitation to come forward due to documentation. Chief Kit Chamberlain commended the bravery of these two victims for coming forward, saying that most would have been too afraid to say anything. He also said they will ensure the safety of these victims, even if it means something such as relocation.
There is no place in this country, there is no place in this city where somebody should be victimized or mistreated based upon their documentation status. And I want to ensure everybody, again, here at Aurora PD, we have taken huge steps to make sure we reach out to the ethnic community, make sure we reach out to the populations that reside in this incredibly diverse city, making sure that we reach out to the new immigrants who have come to this city to know that they can move forward and they can have contact with us, and we will support them and we will serve them based upon their victimization and not on their documentation status.
All right, you saw that, right? That's crazy right there. So they went up in there, tied the people up, beat them, see what I'm saying? Tortured them. So now you already went inside there, you kicked the door in, get the stuff and leave, right? Grab what you're gonna steal and get on up out of there, right? No. It's a new era now. Now these cats are torturing people, beating you up, R'ing you, SAing you. I gotta use the abbreviation for YouTube, but y'all know I'm getting that. They doing all these things, but I thought you're supposed to be there just to rob. And here's again, for the people that's saying, I'm just minding my business. I don't get involved with that. I don't talk to nobody. You think them people were actually not minding their business? They don't talk to nobody. They don't hang out with gang bangers? Of course they don't. It's irrelevant. So your personal behavior is irrelevant to a home invader. For some odd reason, people think just because they're a good person, they pay their taxes and they go to work every day and they eat right and they jog and they work out and they have nice things, that's just enough. They don't need to have a firearm or practice their Second Amendment. Well, when 14 dudes come up into your kicking your door in, if you got one of these right here, all you gotta do is pop, 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 pop. I'm telling you, they are backing the F off. You seeing some of these downrange? I kid you not. They are definitely going to be getting up out of your space. If they see this big ass muzzle brake pointing at their face like this, or they got one of those big ass one of these things coming flying at you. You got one of these come flying at you. Trust me. Oh yeah, trust me. You got the upper hand. You were prepared. You were ready. And if that don't get it done. And that's why if you see 14 guys coming on your radar, yeah, you might want to grab something like this. This is a clear weapon, YouTube. You want to grab something like that. And you see I got that coupler, so we ain't playing around. So if I gotta do a reload, it's gonna be quick. Drop that mag, put another one back up in there, and get right back up into the fight. Boom. Ready to go. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So that's the part where I keep saying you need to have multiple firearms ready to go. And even on me, I'm just saying, just sitting here right now. Maximum firepower always. I walk this in my house. I'm chilling. This is what I have on me 99% of the time, just walking around the house. No light needed, no optic, just a nice little 22 rounder and Glock 23, 40 cal. Always had it on me, cooking, whatever I'm doing, watching the game in the backyard, whatever I'm doing. I got that on me always. And then I got all this other stuff just laying all over the place, you know, plenty shells and plenty magazines ready to go. Because, you know, they come in 14 deep. I mean, yeah, shotgun, this still gonna work. But boy, oh boy, if I saw that 7 or 8 dudes lined up all outside the door, man, oh hell no, I'm going with the big gun. We gonna get them up out of there real quick. And that's called being prepared. Because 911 is not gonna be there. They're not gonna help you. A pistol caliber round, could it get the job done? Sure. But 14, 15 dudes, and they got these two, you better have one too. So that's what I want to touch upon is like having more than what you think you need, but having enough of what you need, if that makes any sense. Yes, a pistol is good enough. Yeah, if that's good enough, sure. Like the first clip, 2 dudes with a gun, yeah, you probably could have got them off you with that. You most certainly would have got them off of you with this. But 14 of them, and remember, I hope you guys picked up something on those clips. The brother that was running up in the woods trying to hide out, you notice that he ran and he tried to hide out, right? Well, those Trinidad gang members from Venezuela, they don't run from the police. They shoot at the police. They are actually taught to shoot law enforcement. And that's why when you saw them beat those cops up in New York City six months ago when they first started bringing them over here, they weren't tripping. In broad daylight, Times Square, beating up on cops. So that's another element that is new to the American society. We're used to our criminals running away from when the police come in and avoiding the shootout with cops. Now, if you pay attention to the news, you're starting to see a lot of people shooting back at law enforcement. And I think part of that reason is because this new mindset of these new criminals coming over and people and the criminals that normally be here going like, wait a minute. They don't respect the law enforcement. They shooting at them. Hell shit, we gonna start shooting at them too. And you can blame law enforcement for that because the minute they let those cops in New York get beat down, and we know NYPD is dirty as fucking dog shit. They normally would beat an old man up on the street just for parking in the red zone or beat up 2 black kids because their pants were sagging and they mistake them for, you know, they are known to beat innocent people down all the time. New York Police Department call you rude names and threaten you and all that kind of stuff. But here we are with foreign nationalists, Venezuelan gang members beating your ass right there in New York City, and you don't do nothing about it. So they open the door on that. Now, one might say that was a setup. That's just a way to try to like create a panic in society to the point where now they can come in with martial law and then come after the Second Amendment even more. Nah, that ain't gonna happen, buddy, because you backfire because those guys are not from our country. So if you're gonna try to attack the Second Amendment, you have to get a U.S.-born person and use them for a guinea pig to say why we need to get rid of guns. You ain't gonna be able to pull that shit off with the American people saying foreign nationalists got guns, so now we need to take away Second Amendment. And not to mention that wasn't it some clown mayor was saying that they have the right to protect themselves too? Was that the mayor in Chicago was saying some stupid shit like that, or was it mayor of New York City? One of them was saying they had a right to protect themselves too. And you heard that guy say in Aurora, he's saying like, we're going to protect, you know, the guy was brave for coming forth and calling the police and saying that was the Venezuelan gang and we're going to protect him. Man, that dude going to end up getting taken off the face of the earth. Man, the minute you start giving information with your face on TV about and I thought that was kind of interesting that they showed his face, the kid that called the police in Aurora saying like, you know, gave him his testimony. Because even if you watch like the first 48, man, they take them cats behind the house or in a car and drive them off somewhere and get their statement. They standing right there with a microphone, like, you know what I'm saying? So now they know who he is and they know where he lived. So that was pretty dumb. And that's why people don't come forward to the police because they put you out there and now you got a target on your back. And he talking about, oh yeah, we'll relocate you and move you and all that. If they came all the way from Venezuela, what makes you think that you can move and hide them and they're not going to keep trying to find you? So it's a mess, man. It's a complete mess. All I want to say is that have maximum firepower, get you some stuff that can really, really back off multiple criminals. You got to start thinking multiple invaders. Don't have your mindset there's 1 or 2 guys that's going to kick your door in. Try to think like 6 or 7. And then that way you will be prepared if it's only 2. But if it's 6 or 7, you already mentally ready. But so don't let something come upon you and then got to get ready, scrambling around like, oh, where's my shotgun rounds at? Oh, where's everything at? See, I'm already set. I don't have to really scramble around and do nothing. All I got to just pick up and go. So that's the difference right there. You have to have all this stuff already ready to go. You know, magazines already loaded. Why are you going to have magazines in your house if they don't have ammo in them? I had a guy tell me a long time ago, he was in the Navy. He was in the Navy, and he said, what did he say? Ammunition in boxes is like having, what did he say? I can't remember what he said, but bottom line, what he said was that empty mag is an empty gun. So if you don't have your mags, all your every magazine I own, honestly, I'm not going to, not every pistol mag, but every rifle magazine, AR mag I have, all my shotgun slings, everything is all fully loaded. These mags are all loaded. These mags are all loaded. All my plate carrier, all that stuff, everything is loaded. All my pistol mags, except for maybe, since I got so many 9mm Glock mags, I think I got like 10 of them, or 15, 16 of them, I don't know, but about 12 of them are loaded and 4 or 5 of them are not loaded. But I got 16 9mm mags loaded. I got 6 40 cal mags loaded. I got 45 ACP, 3 or 4 of those loaded. I got 14 AR mags fully loaded, okay? And all my shotguns are fully loaded and ready to go. They're not loaded in the safe, but I mean, I got slings and stuff ready to go. And my home defense is always loaded. So you gotta have your magazines and your firearms loaded with magazines, mags ready to go to shove up in there. And at night, I keep telling you, you need to have your firearm like this. It needs to be stowed like right next to your bed, just like this. And then if you wake up in the morning, and God bless you, you wake up in the morning, you didn't have to use it, then you just go ahead, unload it, tuck it away back in the safe, and go on about your day. But you still need to have something still on you, period. You still never can be unarmed in your home. And it sounds completely ridiculous. I know somebody's watching it. Man, he's paranoid. You got to go to the bathroom with a gun on you. You shouldn't be living it. You living in fear. I ain't living in fear. Shit, I ain't afraid of nothing. I'm real happy. Ask anybody that hangs around me. I don't look nervous. I'm happy. I ain't because you know why I ain't nervous? Because I got shit on me always. I don't have to sit there and live in fear. And then those who don't have anything in their house and running around their house without no firearm in their house, with that blind, passive aggressive attitude that, oh, I just called the police or I got my security system, but you ain't got a firearm, you are the prime candidate for a home invasion. We all are a prime candidate, but you saw, if you kick in the wrong door, it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? There's some people are absolutely ready, and if you kick their door in, you're gonna be taken off the face of the earth, man. That's all I got to say, man. It's like that mindset of minding your own business. I'm doing the right thing. God has my back. Yeah, God can have your back, but amen. Amen to that. Pass the ammo too. You need to be strapped at all times. That's the way it is. I go to church. I have a gun on me. I don't give a shit. My wife's like, "You're going to carry a gun?" I'm not going to be waving it around the pulpit and like, "Look, y'all, look at my firearm." No, I just got it on me tucked away. They don't know what I got on me. And damn sure, I'm not going to tell nobody that I'm packing a gun at church, but I just did. But yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I carry my gun at church because if something cracks off in the church, I'm putting the food down. If everybody else ain't got nothing, if one person does have something, man, dude, you got a chance now. And so that's the mindset you got to have. Grocery stores, carry your gun. Gas station, carry your gun. Going to the Walmart, carry your gun. Going to the Home Depot, gun. Has to be on you, just like auto insurance, just like your driver's license, okay? Also have a tourniquet with you. We'll get into that later on. But hey, man, I just want to tap in on this home invasion. It's really, really out of control. And we ain't even hit Christmas yet. New Year's, whoo! New Year's is going to be wild. People pop up fireworks and you're going to hear gunfire. They're going to try to hide behind that as a shield and use all that loudness and celebrations and stuff. They know people going to be leaving their homes to go to Halloween, going to New Year's parties, stuff like that, overnight parties. So you're going to hear a lot of home invasions on New Year's Eve and upon Christmas night, Christmas Day. And the ones who are all ready and got firearms ready to go, they'll be just fine. But those who don't, it's going to be a really, really tough slay, man. But hey, man, it's your boy Eisen's Tactical, man. Let me know what you think about this video, what you think about that gang up there in Aurora, Colorado. That's some wild shit right there. They definitely are not afraid of the police, and they are going out deep like in wolf packs. So, hey, man, get you something that you can protect yourself with. Get something that has max capacity if you're in a restricted state. This is a great shotgun. This could be shipped in all 50 states in America. And you got the tube, so it's not a magazine fed, so you can stack as many shells as you want. That'll be a fast way versus getting a 5+1 shotgun, which is fine. But why not have something that can carry 22 shells? You know what I'm saying? Why would you not want something that can pack 22 of these up in there? Okay, why wouldn't you? Or why would you want to have something that could pack 14+1 of these up in there? Okay, that just makes perfectly good sense to me. It's like, why not have a max capacity shotgun? These things run, they're reliable. I'm going to the range on Monday, and I'm gonna show y'all a video of this thing running all day long. All day long, this thing runs. So get armed up. You still got to train, because when you shoot these shotgun shells, they gonna stay in a tight formation inside of 7 yards. You know, they ain't gonna open up to about 15 yards or so. So, and if you're shooting at that distance, you know, who knows what's going on. But you still got to train. You just can't buy a gun and then just think that, you know, you're gonna be able to work it under major stress. Like, just get up and just turn right into Rambo, and you ain't even went to the range one time. That's not realistic, man. You got to train. It's like when you learn how to drive. You have to go out and drive with somebody for a little bit. And the first time we learned how to drive, we were afraid to go on the freeway and all that kind of stuff. So it's the same thing with firearms, man. You got to train, or you will remain the same. Hey, man, Eisen's Tactical, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about these crime syndicates. You know, they using moving companies, any kind of service company coming to your house to do any kind of appraisal for anything. You need to have videotaping them, the vehicle they in, who they are, and double check what they are, man, because they could be lying to you, man. But hey, it's your boy Eisen's Tactical. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.